So this one is done, but this one. Okay, let's take this one. Good. I think we have some. Let's stop at this one. Okay, it's the best. Where is that? Oh, not that this one. That one. Wow, so mistake. So, where's this one? Oh, wait, I think we can. And we can start. Hi, and welcome. Welcome again to my channel, to a new daily ASMR topic. Today it's about food. Well, the future of food industry. And this video is dedicated only to advanced food technology that will evolve more and more in the future. So, besides our classic way of procuring food, the technology, the food industry will be shaped with sustainability and in changing dietary preferences, of course. Let's discover some facts about how food will evolve in the future, in a couple of years or 100 years. Well, and here are some key highlights about. Well, so first, we are knowing also today the lab-grown meat, or popular culture meat. Well, lab-grown meat is procured from the dead animal cells and offers potential of meat production without need and rise to slaughter the animals. By 2040, it's predicted that 60% of the consumed food will be culture meat or lab-grown meat as a source. Well, the cons and culture meat is expected to significantly reduce the land and water use, while cutting greenhouse emissions associated with livestock. So, at some point, the meat you're gonna eat, it's not becoming directly from a dead slaughtered animal, just from a lab somewhere in China, maybe. Well, next, yuck, insect-based protein. Yes, everybody heard about this. And there is a proof that insects are a rich protein source that require much less water and food to feed and space to produce compared to traditional livestock. Well, we are knowing that in some parts of the world the insect protein is used as ingredient for different types of food and even animal feed. Well, there are also started to appear insect farming systems for more sustainable than traditional livestock, and that will require minimal land compared to the other livestock. Well, I know that in Asia it's a well-known farming system. I heard since the 1990s that they developed some sort of insect-based protein in industry. But sometimes something makes me nervous about this, because when I hear this insect-based protein, I'm starting to think of those little worms and flies that were used as a protein source for my food, for example. No, I don't want that. Well, better not know. Before I eat a snack with a insect protein source. Well, actually, in Asia there are plenty of food recipes based on insects. Well, yes, and cooked scorpions or cooked spiders or so on. So street foods in Asia is very developed with this type of food source, but no, I'm not very fan of that thing. I'm more approach in a classical way. Alright, so insect-based protein, and next it's plant-based proteins. Well, this is normal. The plant-based protein food has exploded with options like pea protein, soy, and other plant-derived becoming staples in the groceries. Well, and some of them they enriched with different flavors that are becoming close to the animal product flavor and taste. Well, the benefits is that the plant-based diet, it's significantly lowering the environmental impact, and there is an alternative of those for those who want to avoid the animal products for ethical or health reasons. Well, I'm pro about this. So this must. Next, the vertical farming. This is not new, but it will evolve better. Vertical farms grow crops in stack layers, indoors mostly, often in urban areas, using control lighting like LED lighting. The main advantage is that using vertical farm, this method uses up to 90% less water than the traditional landscape farming, and allows food to grow year-round. Yes, you can have like 2 or 3 yields and harvests per year. The benefit is vertical farming reduce the long distances food transportation and cuts the food waste while producing fresh, out of pesticides food. Yes, indeed. Algae and seaweed. We know about this. This is not new. I ate algae. Algae a lot, man. I kinda like it. But it must have something like meat, something inside to feel it, because I like meat a lot. Well, the algae and seaweed, it's an industry that requires no fresh water, so seawater, which is salty water, and don't require land or fertilizer. This is an advantage, because this type of culture can be formed directly in the sea, which is a very big and rich environment, offering all the necessary ingredients and minerals for the yield to grow. And algae is another sustainable source for oils and even biofuel. Yes, fermented algae can result in biofuel. Nice. I learned my lesson. Seaweed, for example, it's a nutrient-dense, containing vitamins, minerals, and omega-3 fatty acids. It also absorbs carbon dioxide, making it beneficial for the environment. Well, that is for algae and seaweed. Next, "3D printed meat." Sounds very fancy, right? Sounds very high tech. Well, 3D printing technology, it's being used to create customized meal with precise nutrient content. And it's mostly designed to meet individual dietary needs. Well, there are very big and complicated printers that can print dough, chocolate, and even cooked foods. Well, this is very restrained to a very small scale because it's still in development. Well, like I said, this will meet specific dietary needs and will reduce food waste by utilizing alternative ingredients. Yeah, 3D printed meat. But for now, this cannot be commercial because it proves to be even now in the development or research phase, and it's still very expensive to become as an alternative food source. Right. So 3D printed meat checked. Edible packaging. Edible packaging made from biodegradable materials like seaweed, rice, or potatoes is in development. By the way, I bought something, a snack, and was in a biodegradable envelope made out of rice, and I thought, oh my god, even the envelope, it's good to edible, so it was strange. Well, edible packaging could drastically reduce the plastic waste in the food industry, making it more eco-friendly, right? So you can eat the envelope. Next, fermentation-based protein. Well, some companies are using fermentation to create a protein source through microbial process processes, microbial processes, which mimic the necessary proteins production without needs for cows, for example. This includes lab-grown cheese, yogurt, for example, which is the classical way of fermenting milk, and other dairy products. Well, everybody likes yogurt, like I like yogurt, especially the Greek creamy yogurt. It's my favorite, and it's very healthy because each yogurt has billions, almost 2 billions of bacteria necessary for your digestive tract. The good bacteria. So, yogurt is the best, especially in the morning. So, the fermentation-based protein, now let's back to our story, can be produced at scale with minimal environmental impact, period. Good. Next, personalized nutrition. Now, it gets fancy. Advanced genetics and AI are paving the personal ways to the personal diets, which is tailored to each person. Lifestyles and health goals. We're talking here about personalized nutrition that can help people optimize their diets and life and health. This is the future, yes, because all of us, we are different type of entities with different metabolism. So each diet responds different to each metabolism. This approach can help people to prevent these diseases. Yes, of course, like lactose intolerance, for example, and optimize their health based on individual personalized diet. Yes. Oh, very true. And the last one. Blockchain for food traceability. What's that? Blockchain technology is being used to create transparent food supply chains, allowing consumers to track their food from farm to table. Okay, it is especially valuable of tracking the authenticity of organic and fair trade claims. This will ensure more food safety, especially in the production chain, reduce frauds, and provides consumer with more transparent way to understand the origin of their food. Right? It's like knowing personally the cow before it's been slaughtered to be transformed in your burger. That's it, and we're gonna live and see what our future will reserve to us, especially in this field. By the way, if you like this video, now it's time to hit the subscribe button. Of course, if you aren't yet. And because we are at the end, until next time, I wish you all the best. All the best. So